Let's begin with our sense awareness. So for now, I'm just going to ask you to find a comfortable seat. A few moments to adjust there. Just allow your body to come into a comfortable position. Don't think about it. Just let your body do what it does. And once you're adjusted, once you've found stillness, close your eyes. We're just going to allow your attention to wander freely within the body. Maybe choosing a direction. Let's start with the head and go all the way to the toes, right? So maybe feeling the sensations in the head, the top of the head, the forehead, the back of the head. Just noticing how you feel. The sensations in the face. Notice how your eyes feel. Are they light? Are they heavy? Charged? What about your nose? The cheeks. Are the cheeks relaxed? Are the cheeks tense? Just breathe naturally. It's effortless breath coming and going. And noticing other sensations. The lips, the tongue, the jaw. It's a big one, right? Very often our jaw is tense and we don't even notice because we don't pay attention to it. And that's basically what we're doing in these exercises. We're bringing awareness to these parts. And you'll notice for the most part that when awareness comes to a body part, it tends to relax. When awareness comes to the breath, it tends to deepen. So keep breathing, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the torso, the upper part, the chest, the upper back, mid-torso, the mid-back, the belly, the low back. Exploring the sensations, the legs, the hands, the feet. You just notice that maybe everything is just happening automatically or in response to a stimulus, which is basically my guidance. I guide you to look at a body part and the attention goes there. And another body part and the attention goes there. There's nothing you need to do. It's just happening all by itself. And maybe sensing the points of contact between the body and the chair and the sofa, the ground, the mat, whatever it is that you are there. Feeling the clothes gently rubbing against the skin, or the air coming in and out at the tip of your nose. These are all sensations that we call body. And the funny thing about them, is that usually it's only one sensation, even though we label two different things. So I say the air in my nose, or my body in the chair. I am sitting on a chair, but the sensation, is it two sensations or is it one sensation? Just notice the funny thing that the mind does. We're here just acknowledging the sensations, and not only that, the movement of the head, the movement of the mind as well. So you come to a sensation, there's a tendency for the mind to start labeling it. It's like I said, chair, head, it's hot, I like it, I don't like it, and so on. It's just part of what's happening in this very moment for you. Relax the attention, allow it to be free, allow it to be loose. And you'll notice that as you come into the moment, more and more and more, the attention tends to expand more and more and more to encompass everything that's going on around you, within you, the body, the sensations, the sounds, the sight of that darkness in front of your closed eyes, thoughts, the emotions coming and going. So many things happening. And how do you know they're happening? You just know, right? There's something in the background that just knows. It's what's going on. That's the experience. It's something that welcomes each and every experience with completely openness, right? Complete openness, complete curiosity. And that's who you are. It's allowing everything to be just as it is. Start focusing our attention on the breath now. Keeping the spine straight, the heart open. No special way of breathing, just coming in touch with the natural rhythm of the breath. And notice how you're breathing tonight. Maybe your breath is a little shallower, maybe it's deeper, maybe it's slower, maybe it's faster. Just feeling the breath, feeling the flow, sensations that you feel at the tip of your nose, at the back of your throat, maybe the belly or the chest rising and falling. In the mind, maybe creating an image of you breathing and the breath coming and going. We can start with a little bit of control of the breath now. So we're going to start with the first phase, which is a diaphragmatic breathing. So we're going to be breathing from the belly. And if you want to make sure you're breathing from the belly and you don't have a whole lot of experience with this breath, you can place one hand on the belly and the other hand on the chest maybe. So when you inhale, you feel the belly expands while the chest barely moves. And on the breath out, the belly contracts back towards the spine. Again, breathing in, the belly rises. Breathing out, the belly shrinks. A few more breaths like this. With each breath, you're connecting more and more and more with that flow. You're allowing the mind to merge with the breath. And really noticing the quality of your breath here when we breathe from the belly, which is basically expand and contract. So we're going out and in, out and in. You can gently move on to the second phase now. So we're going to be making use of the rib cage now. Once again, if you want, it helps that you place your hands on the ribs, on both sides of the ribs here. And the movement is going to be to the sides. So expanding to the sides and back towards the center of the torso. So when inhaling, you feel the ribs expanding to the sides. Exhale, the air is gently squeezed out of the rib cage. Again, breathe in, feel the ribs expanding. Exhale, the ribs contract. Keep going. And feel that shift in the quality of your breath. How is this breath different from the one you were just doing, from diaphragmatic breathing? A few more times. Inhale, the rib cage expands. Belly and the chest remain with very little movement. And exhale, release the ribs back. And as we change now to the third phase, we're going to be breathing from the upper chest. Again, if you want, you can place one hand on the chest, maybe the other one on the belly or the solar plexus, so that you can feel that movement. And this time when you inhale, we're going to feel the upper chest expanding slightly. And as you breathe out, the chest contracts. You'll notice that the movement here is more of an up and down thing. That's why This kind of breath is called a clavicular breath because clavicle, it's talking about our collarbones here, right? Rising and falling with the breath in and the breath out. The belly and the rib cage remain still. If you have any difficulty with any of these three phases, that's okay, right? It takes practice. It's a matter of practice. Keep going for a few more breaths, please. Filling up the chest, the upper lobes of the lung, and letting go with each breath in and each breath out. All right, now we're ready to connect all three phases. So now in the beginning, we're going to be breathing fully. This is going to be one movement in the inhale, right? So first we breathe just as we have been doing. You're going to inhale slowly. The belly expands to its capacity, then the rib cage, and then the chest. That's one inhale, one movement. And on the breath out, the air comes out in the reverse order, allowing the chest to shrink, then the rib cage, and then the belly. Again, inhale, belly expands, rib cage expands, chest expands. One continuous movement. Exhale, chest contracts, the ribs contract, and the belly contracts. A few more just like this. At your own pace. Each one has their own rhythm. So at your own pace, if you're doing whatever it is that you need to do there. Maybe you're breathing really deep and fully expanding. Maybe you're not. Maybe it takes some time for you to do that. So be gentle with yourself. Respect your limitations. Now you can either continue breathing in this manner or experiment with exhaling in the same order you inhale. We're making the breath slow, deep, so that you're able to fill up fully. So we're going to inhale, expand the belly, movement is outward, the ribs, movement to the sides, then the chest, the movement is upward. And exhale now, if you wish, you release again, first through the belly, then the ribs and the chest. If you want to continue exhaling in the reverse order, that's perfectly okay. If not, if you want to try this out, inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, and exhale, same order, belly, rib cage, and chest. Play around with the variation of your choice here for a couple of minutes. Always respecting your limitations, always being gentle with yourself. Relax your breath, relax your attention, just observing the natural rhythm of your breath, the bodily sensations, whatever it is that's going on around you in this very moment, here and now. Feels good to be in touch with the moment. So we're going to maintain that connection with the present moment, with the breath, the sensations, and every movement that you make. Time to prepare for our yoga nidra session. So if you want to open your eyes and find that perfect position for you, if you want to lie down, that's fine. If you want to remain seated, that's okay too. We're going to take a few moments here to find that comfortable, optimal position for you. Traditionally, we do yoga nidra in shavasana pose, which is the corpse pose. But of course, feel free to do your own variation. Corpse pose is just about, having legs and arms extended alongside the body with the palms face up. But if you want to experiment and bend your legs or open your arms up to a T, whatever it is that you need there, if you want to make use of props, bolster cushion, even a blanket or eye pillow, whatever you need there, so that you can feel nice and comfortable. And as you find that stillness in the body, that physical stillness, I'd just like to remind you that here we welcome every experience as an anchor, as a messenger that invites you to explore the present moment, right? So the sensations, the emotions, the thoughts, everything is happening in the moment. So whatever it is that happens around you there, maybe a little bit of pain, an itch, a sound, a disturbance, we see it as a messenger that brings you back into the moment and enhances your practice. So now just gently bring your attention to the sense of hearing and start noticing the sounds around you, please. Maybe becoming aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear and follow these sounds for a few moments. If you're wearing earphones, that doesn't work for you, right? So maybe just paying attention to that white noise in the background. Notice, again, as I was saying, notice how the mind comes in and starts interpreting what you hear. And if you're not wearing earphones, just gradually bringing your attention to closer sounds. Maybe sounds next door, maybe sounds in the room you're in. If you're wearing headphones, maybe the sound of my voice. Just allow your attention to dive into the sounds in your field of awareness. We're gently switching senses now. We're moving to the sense of proprioception, which is basically the awareness of your body in space. So, developing awareness of the room that you're in now, maybe with your eyes closed, visualizing the walls, the ceiling, the floor, and awareness of your body lying, sitting on the mat, the chair, awareness of your body in space, feeling the weight of your body against that surface that provides support. Attention on the proprioceptive elements of your experience gently fades away, and now the awareness comes to the breath. That conscious, relaxed. We're here just noticing the ingoing and the outgoing breaths. Perfect anchor to the moment, unbiased. It's just happening. in and out. And of course, there you are in the background, observing. And while it's happening, you are the breath. You know that you're breathing. Very simple. With each breath, we're starting to rest a little more. With each breath, we're starting to come a little deeper. Allowing the attention to gently come back to the physical body. As you continue to follow my guidance, we're going to be rotating attention through the body. No strain, no effort. You're just welcoming whatever happens for you as I call out the body parts. So we're going to begin by sensing the jaw, please. Just sensing your jaw, the lips, the teeth, gums, that whole area of the mouth. Just bringing your attention to the whole area of the mouth, the floor, the ceiling, the inner walls of the mouth, the left, the right side, the tongue, the back of the throat, sensing the whole jaw, the whole mouth. Just a fuzzy sensation here. Just letting go of all thinking and welcoming the sensations just as they are. Let's move on to the left ear, the right ear, both ears at the same time. The nostrils, the left nostril, the right nostril, the flow of the air, whatever it is that you can feel that sensation inside the nostrils. Onto the eye, the left eye, the right eye, both eyes at the same time. That whole area of the eyes there, the eyebrow, the temples, the cheekbones. There's no need to analyze anything, even though if the mind starts analyzing, you just observe. You just sense your way to the forehead, crown, the back of the head, the neck, the left shoulder, the left arm, the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, sensing the left hand, the fingers of the left hand. Maybe you're able to sense each of the fingers. Maybe it's just a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling there. You feel the whole left arm here. And notice how it's just a vibrating, a radiant sensation. Onto the right side, the right shoulder, the upper arm, the elbow, forearm, the wrist, hand, fingers. Expanding to the whole right arm, feeling the whole right arm. You're welcoming both arms now. Again, radiant sensation. Feel the warmth. Notice how when you bring your awareness to whatever body part is, that energy goes there and you start feeling it. The upper chest, the upper back, front and back. Just notice, just feel. The mid chest, mid back, the belly, the lower back, the entire torso here now is a sphere of sensation. Move on to the left legs, the left leg, the left hip, the thigh, hamstrings, the knee, foreleg, the calf, the ankle, Attention gently on the left foot, the toes. Feel the whole leg, the whole left leg, as that vibrant sensation. And making sure we are alert, attentive, aware. Sensing now the right leg. We begin with the upper part, the right hip, the thigh, hamstring, knee, back of the knee, lower leg, calf, shin, ankle, the foot, toes, the whole right leg now as a sensation. And then we feel both legs at the same time. The right leg, the left leg. When we sense them as sensation, it's not about an edge, it's not about a limitation, it's just amorphous. Maybe sensing now the whole front of the body, the front of the body, the back of the body now, from head to toes, from toes to head. Bring your attention to the left side of the body, the whole left side of the body, the whole right side of the body. Set the intention now for your awareness to go and feel the inside of the body. And the surface sensations, the skin, just noticing. Welcoming now the whole body as vibrant sensation, the entire body just radiating in all directions, inwardly, outwardly. Notice how these sensations are part of your experience. Notice how the observer is part of your experience. Everything is one experience. Everything comes and goes, and yet it's here, right now. Allow your attention to one more time come to the breath, focusing on the breath gently. Noticing, observe that tendency of the breath to start deepening on its own naturally as you bring awareness to the flow. In and out, in and out. You have your eyes closed. There's no anatomical patterning there, right? There's no anatomic positioning there. You just feel the breath as sensation. Even when you breathe in and the belly rises, that's just another label that the mind puts. If your eyes are closed, you're just feeling it's a pure sensation. And the same goes when you exhale and you feel that pull inward from the navel. Just noticing how the breath establishes an even flow, like an even stream, maybe of equal length in inhalation and exhalation. If it helps and you want to count to 4 or to 5 or to 3 as you inhale and exhale, feel free to do that. Just merging with that continuous breath without any pause between the in and the out breaths. Unbroken, even. Moving slowly, smoothly. If you're counting, you'll notice that after a little while, you don't have to count anymore. It just starts happening on its own. So let go of that count and just enjoy the movement of life force through your body. It's the energy that hitches a ride with the breath, with the air, with the physical breath. Another level of breath. the energy that animates your body, that gives life to your body. And one way to intake, one way to absorb this energy is through the breath. Another one is through food. The invitation is for you to stay here a little while longer. Just letting go. Just enjoy the moment. Relax your breath. Relax your attention. Let go into the soothing darkness in front of your eyes, into that absolute stillness, the complete silence. It's in this stillness, in this silence, that all senses dissolve. And you can simply rest as presence, as awareness, as pure being. Start bringing awareness to the ingoing and outgoing flow of the breath. Bringing your attention back to the breath. We're now ready to increase alertness, sympathetic vagal response here as we count up from 1 while we're directing our attention to the in-breath. So as you breathe in deeply, silently say to yourself, 1, exhale. Inhale, counting mentally, 2, exhale. Each breath in a little fuller. Inhale, 3, exhale. Deepening in-breath, bringing you to the surface of awareness, filling your body with energy more and more and more. And you can gently let go of the counting and start becoming aware of the senses, turning the senses back on, noticing the sounds around you, feeling the points of contact between your body, the chair, the mat, floor, acknowledging whatever it is that's happening for you, whether sensations, smells, tastes, sight of darkness in front of your closed eyes, all the while breathing in deeper, bringing that breath in, waking the body, taking note of thoughts, images, emotions, come and go. And you'll notice that at some point, the body might want to start moving physically. We don't want to shock the body here. So small wiggles at first, maybe feet, hands, fingers, toes, maybe the head from side to side. If you're lying down and you want to bring knees to chest or arms overhead for a full body stretch, it's finding your path to the surface of awareness, allowing the body to wake up on its own, trusting that innate wisdom that the body has. Transitioning to the waking life. And when you're ready, please come into a seated position if you're not already there. Eyes are still closed for just a little while. And just spending a moment or two reflecting on your experience tonight. What happened for you? Your emotions that came up, the thoughts, the visualization. And of course, that space of peacefulness, that space of well being that's in the moment, it's within you, right? So you can access that space whenever you want. Gently letting go of any of these memories, whatever happened to you, and coming to the moment, in this very moment. Notice how you feel. Notice how the body feels. Breath, the mind. And we finish our practice by taking a big breath in together, filling up, maybe filling up all three parts of the belly, ribs, the chest. An open mouth, slowly letting go with a sigh. Ah, and blinking the eyes open. That's it for our practice tonight, folks. Thank you all so very much for having come and practice. It's been an honor to see you here. See you next time.